success. So we're going to look at all of these and many tips in learning English in an easy way. All right. So to start with, let me ask you, how are you feeling today? I want all of you to be interactive with me. Yeah, you can open your chat box and just type, how are you today? It can be anything, happy, excited, or you're feeling anxious, you're feeling not so good, you're feeling sad, you're feeling lost, or you're feeling confused, or you're feeling fantastic, whatever it is. But I want all of you to be very honest with your replies. Because, friends, you can inspire others in your life only through honesty. You have to be brutally honest with yourself, and perfection comes later. Yeah, people can, inspire with their honesty more than being perfect. So try to be honest with me. How are you feeling today? Yes, I can see a lot of answers and it's giving me a lot of positive vibes. Yes, you're all feeling good. Excellent. Now, why am I asking you such a simple question? How are you? And why am I asking you to be honest? Because, friends, it's only when we are honest to ourselves, what we know and where we want to go and what we want to achieve. When we are honest in our mind, when we are honest with what we want to, we can achieve what we want to. So that is the first step. While you start being honest, you also need to invest time in yourself. If you cannot do something for yourself, then who else can do? Yeah. So stop stopping yourself. You are the only person who can stop yourself, because it's really not fun to say that I can't speak English when you meet someone, isn't it? We all know the language very well. We all know English. We can understand English. We can write English. We can actually speak, but probably we get stuck, isn't it? We are all the words, it doesn't come out of our mouth. It gets stuck, and the fluency is stuck. It's halted. So you have that fear, like, how can I speak English without fear? And how can anybody make it very easy and simple so that I can just learn English in just overnight, or in a very easy fashion? So the very first step is, it's really not fun saying others that I can't speak English. So how can you overcome that hesitation? How can you overcome that fear? Friends, let me just tell you a very small story. History was created in a moment. You know, yesterday was Neil Armstrong's birthday. Have you all heard of Neil Armstrong? He was the first person to set foot on moon, right? Way back in 1969, in the Apollo mission, it was Edwin Aldrin and Neil Armstrong was the co-pilot. Edwin Aldrin was the most eligible person. He was the most qualified person, and he was the pilot of Apollo mission. And immediately when the spacecraft landed on moon, there was instruction coming from Earth saying that, yes, now the pilot is going to set foot. And that moment when Edwin Aldrin wanted to set foot on the moon, when he wanted to keep his first step, and when the history was about to be created, he hesitated. He hesitated for a moment. He had that fear. What if I keep my foot on the moon, and what if I burn out? I do not know what is going to happen to me. So that hesitation and that fear stopped him from keeping his foot. And immediately the next instruction came from the space station, from the ground. Yes, now the co-pilot can set foot. And immediately Neil Armstrong, without hesitation, without fear, without thinking for a moment, he set his foot on the moon, and history was created, my friends. So that was, when Neil Armstrong, till date, we all remember him. How many of us remember Edwin Aldrin? Can we really talk about him? No, he was hesitating a bit. It's all right, but he was the person, who was the pilot of the Apollo mission. He was more qualified. No, right? The person who did not hesitate even for a moment set foot, and he created history. So imagine, friends, this hesitation and fear can stop us from creating history in our own life. So let us come out of that hesitation. Let us come out of that fear. The only thing which is stopping you from success is the fear of failure. So how can you overcome that fear of failure? I'm going to tell you my own Example, when all this pandemic situation started and everything is virtual now, the new reality is all these virtual classrooms. When I had to teach 10 different government schools and it was on camera, yeah, and they had logged in from different places and each school had 100 students. So imagine 10 different schools coming online, 100 into 10. It is 1,000 students, but I am talking only to the camera. It is not at all interactive with me. It doesn't laugh, it doesn't smile, it doesn't nod, it doesn't ask me questions, it doesn't show any kind of emotions. I just have to look at the camera and keep on explaining. Of course, I had this fear. How am I going to do it? Because I am a trainer, I am a teacher who loves to interact with people. That's when we get our energy. I'm sure all the teachers out there and people who love to interact with people will understand what I'm trying to tell. So I really was hesitant, was a little bit nervous when I faced the camera for the first time. Like, how am I going to do it effectively if I'm looking at the camera and talking? But then the only way out is to face it. If you really have to come out of fear, you have to face it. That is the only way out. So I stood there. Probably I was a little bit stoic. I was a little bit, not very comfortable initially, but then I picked it up. Today you all can see me in front of the camera. I'm just facing the camera. I am imagining, thousands of people sitting in front of me, looking at me, smiling at me, nodding at me, and that is where I can derive my energy from. And I overcame that fear, that nervousness, and that hesitation. So the only way to overcome your fear and hesitation is to face it, friends. So start conversing in English because you're afraid to do so. You have to face it. And the minute anybody starts a conversation with you, they start calculating in their mind mentally how much of respect they can actually give to you, isn't it? So when they converse, they are gauging like how much of respect can I give to this person based on the way he converses, he or she converses. So you have to overcome that and you have to start your conversation in English. And to start with, make it very simple. You can just say hi. Oh, really? Go on. Oh, how are you? Such simple things. You can start putting it in English amidst your native language. Okay? Yes, you cannot completely speak in English, but bring in lot of English words in your conversation, which will boost your confidence, which will help you overcome your hesitation, your fear. Okay, so then you can slowly get into the fluency part. Okay, start with tidbits. So start with small bits of sentences, with phrases, just as I said. Really? Okay, go on. How are you? Let me tell you. Yeah, all right. Such small words or such small expressions which you can use in between your native language. Yeah, so that your conversation will actually be partly English and partly native, and slowly it becomes half and half, and slowly English will take over and you will start conversing in English completely. So this is my first tip for today. Include lot of English phrases and words in your daily conversations. And that is when you can surround yourself in an English environment. You don't have to go looking for people who are speaking in English, right? If you cannot find them, you start the conversation and let your family know that probably for 2 or 3 days you are going to talk only in English, so that nobody is going to laugh at you. What's wrong? Suddenly he or she has started speaking English. You were all right till yesterday. What happened all of a sudden? So make sure you intimate your friends and family, from today or just for today, I'm going to speak only in English with all of you. So you yourself are creating that English environment around you and you start conversing. But it's not so easy. Who's going to give you that confidence? That one person who's going to help you achieve success is you. So I'm again telling you, stop stopping yourself. Okay? Nobody else can stop you. It's only you, right? And you need to have that positive affirmations with you every day. Yes, I can do it. It's okay. It's okay if I'm making a mistake. Somebody asked me, ma'am, you asked us to converse standing in front of a mirror. What if there are mistakes? Who is going to correct our mistake? Don't worry. It is not about making mistakes. I am asking you to develop that speaking fluency so that you practice in front of the mirror. Automatically, after some time, you will realize if there are any major mistakes, and then you will correct it. But start practicing. Okay, in the same way, you create your own English environment and start speaking to yourself every day. If there's nobody, you can start speaking to yourself and put a lot of English words. If you cannot completely speak, it's okay. Don't think that I have started something, now what if I can't speak again, I'm a failure. Okay, okay, leave all this, let me not do all this now, let me be very comfortable with my native language. No, in a sentence, if you can put at least two words, two English words, that's enough. Slowly you can put 3 to 4 words, then slowly you can frame the entire sentence in English. Okay, can you do this? Can you practice this, my friends? Yeah, can I see a thumbs up in your chat box? How many of you will start doing this? Include lot of English words in your daily conversations, and slowly you can practice. One day in a week, the entire day you are conversing in English. Forget about others. Yeah, I can see lots of thumbs up, and that's really motivating. Yes, you have to do that. At least one day a week, start conversing in English. All right, because there are, you have that potential. Some great things can happen from within. You've all seen a egg, right? An egg which can be broken by force from outside. What happens when you forcibly break the egg? Life comes to an end, right? It dies. The chicken dies. Now, what happens if the egg breaks from inside? The chicken comes out. So, life will begin, right? So, great things can happen when it starts from within. You have to adopt that. It can happen from within, and you have to start believing yourself. So, that is the first thing, my friends. Start believing in yourself. Okay. Now, moving on. Now, what will happen when you want to reach some unknown territory? You want to go to a new place, you do not know the address. What is the first thing you will do? You will switch on your GPS, right? Because it will guide you and take you to the correct address, to the exact place. In the same way, in life, when you do not know where you have to reach, is that the place where I want to go and reach? You always need a guru. You always need a mentor. You always need a coach. And I would like to term that, as Sadhguru says, it is the GPS system we all need, the guru positioning system. Yeah, it is the guru positioning system. The guru will handhold you and take you to that place where you want to reach, because they would have put in a lot of hard work and years of experience, which will help in guiding you, right? So you all need a mentor or coach or a guru who can take you in this journey of learning English fluently. If anybody want to contact me on this note, you can WhatsApp me on 70191 6449. Yeah, it's 70191 You want me, you choose me to be your mentor or guide in learning the language. You can WhatsApp me on this number. All right. Okay, coming back to mentoring or teaching, you can see any celebrity. For example, do you think Sachin Tendulkar could achieve what he has achieved without a coach? Doesn't Virat Kohli have a coach today? Right? All the famous personalities, take it Hrithik Roshan, Shah Rukh Khan, or any film celebrity, they all have a coach, right? If you have to achieve that success, you need a coach in your life. And you have to select that coach. Because, see, when we have a problem, for example, just take, you have a toothache. Do you go to a dentist or do you just go to a general doctor? What will you do? Tell me. You can write in your chat box. Whom do you go to? Do you go to a specialist? You have a particular ache. Yeah, maybe you have a headache. Maybe you have a toothache. Whom do you go to? Do you go to a dentist or do you go to a general doctor? You always go to a specialist, right? Because you know you will get the solution. Yes, yes, friends, I can see your chat. Yes, you go to a specialist because you know for sure that you will get a solution to your problem only when you go to a specialist. In the same way, in life, if you want to achieve something, what is your motto? Now, I want to learn the language in an easy way and I want to start speaking fluently, right? Because you might have seen so many people, they have their opinion about you because you can't speak English fluently. So you want to go so far that you don't want to hear about everybody's opinions. And how can you go far? You have to start going in the right direction with a coach, with a trainer, with a mentor, right? So for this, just as the example I told you, you need a specialist and you are in safe hands, right? So again, anybody who wants any help, any guide, any mentoring, you can always come to me. And it is my motto in life to contribute, to give whatever I have, whatever knowledge I have gained, because it doesn't come from Google, friends. Everybody has internet these days, right? You can type in Google how to learn English and you can get a lot of information from that. But I am not Google. I want to have personal connection with each one of you. And that is when you can learn. See, we all should develop this habit of reading books. I'm a voracious reader and I love reading books. And I'm sure that whatever I want, all the things I will not get from one book, right? But I can assure you that you get at least one thing from every book, right? You learn at least one thing from every book. So my knowledge, my experience over a period of time, more than 8 to 10 years, so I would have collected all that, or whoever it is, whoever wants to guide you or mentor you, they would have collected all those years of experience and they will help you in achieving success. So always the second tip is go for a mentor, go for a coach, go for a teacher, go for a guru who can guide you towards your path of success, right? You cannot achieve everything alone. You need that, helping hand. And yes, you can reach the zenith step by step. Okay? Yes. And the third thing is you have to change the way you think. I would like to call it as a fixed mindset. Yeah, I would like to share my screen uh, and want to show you. All right. Yes, I just want to do your goal setting today. If you want to really learn English in a simple way, so let us do some goal setting. What is it that we want to achieve? We have to define it in a correct way, and that is when we can achieve it. Now, as we discussed, what are the things that really stops us? Yeah, friends, can you type in the chat box what are the things that really stops you from achieving whatever you want, just as we discussed? Yeah, whatever you want to type, I want to see all your answers, because I said this session is all about being interactive. You have to tell me what is it that stopped you from learning English or from speaking in English or developing your fluency. Yes, I can see a lot of people. Yes, right. Having fear and yes, other people's opinions, or the fear of making mistakes. Wonderful. Yes, lots and lots of answers. Let me start sharing my screen again. Okay. Now, as and when we move to the next slide, the first thing I would like to refer to today is our mindset. Mindsets will make or break us. What does that mean? What we feed into our mind, we have the ability to choose what we have to feed to our mind. And remember, friends, it is only humans who have the power to choose what they want to feed into their mind. I will give you an example of light. You all know light, sunlight. Yeah. Light will absorb certain things and it will reflect certain things, isn't it? For example, if you see an object, for example, take this bottle, it's pink in color. It has absorbed all other colors except pink, so it is reflecting back pink color, right? In the same way, our mind can absorb everything, but you and only you have the opportunity to choose what you can absorb and what you can reflect. And that makes your mindset. So start developing this practice and you tell your mind, I am going to take only positive things. Somebody tells something negative, something hurting, you make a choice. Yeah, you change your mindset and you say, I'm not going to take this. You have to tell yourself. For example, I tell to myself, Shilpa, come on. Okay, close the door in your mind. You're not going to take any hurting or negative opinions. It is affecting your growth. So take only positive comments. You have the opportunity to choose what you want. And that is, it's the most gifted thing a human has. So let us make use of it and let us move from our fixed mindset to a growth mindset. I'll explain to you in detail again when I come back to it. For the moment, let us understand that let us not get fixed to ourselves. Oh, people have told me, people have, started making fun of me that this is it. You can't do better than this. You are doing as much as possible. So let me also think this is the best version of myself. I can't go ahead of it. No, you can still achieve better. You can improve. You can put your own, a lot of hard work and effort, and you can keep climbing this step. So come out of this fixed mindset, and then only you will move towards your growth mindset. Yes, as you all mentioned in the chat box, anxiety, right? You feel very anxious before speaking in front of others. Yeah, mentally you get so anxious, and finally many of you might decide it's better not to speak at all. I know few words, but I don't know how to make a sentence out of it. I know how to make a sentence, but I don't know if it is right or wrong. I know it is right, but what if the other person thinks, she is just bragging about herself, she is just showing off? So all these kinds of emotions, they will create anxiety within us, right? So that will stop us again from achieving. And very, very important, as I mentioned in the beginning, fear of failure. Just as I gave you my own example, everybody has that, my friends. It's not only you. Everybody has that fear of failure. When we start learning anything new, we are bound to fail. And failure is nothing but having the courage to learn from our mistakes, isn't it? So let's have that courage and come out of that fear of failure and achieve what we want to. Yeah, start speaking, start conversing. It's okay even if you're wrong. One or the other day you will develop. But if you don't try, how will you develop? If you keep stopping yourself and if you have that fixed mindset and you're very anxious, then how will you develop? So come out of that fear of failure. And yes, about all this, you will start worrying. Oh my God, I was not able to do it. You don't know. I don't know. It always happens to me. I want to do so many things, but finally I'm not able to achieve anything. There are so many things which are stopping me. So you start blaming everybody and everything for your failure, and that will lead to worry, right? You have to own up, my friends. You have to be accountable for yourself. Yeah. So only when you're accountable that I am responsible for my own failure or I am responsible for my own success, then you become accountable. As I told you, start maintaining a diary every day. Make a note of new words. Start making sentences out of it and use those sentences while you have conversations with others. So that will help you come out of that. Also, okay, so these are some of the points which will stop us. So let us step by step try to overcome and go towards our growth mindset. And the next thing, yes, very important, my friends, the emotions, the negative emotions, They are so strong that you listen to whatever your negative emotions say. It can be frustration. Yeah, you're frustrated. You kept on trying, it couldn't happen. You're frustrated, trying and trying. Yeah, you're very sad because you're not able to achieve what you wanted. And maybe you're jealous of others or others are jealous of you. So, all these negative emotions, and you will start doubting yourself. Will I be able to do it? That's the greatest fear, right? Doubting yourself all the time. And you're depressed and you finally want to quit. All these negative emotions play such a huge role, and it will stop you from achieving even tiny bit of success you want to, because they will overpower you. Don't listen to your mind. Let it not control you. You have to control your mind. Okay? Start with positive affirmations every day. I am going to speak in English very, very fluently today. Every day morning, get up and keep telling this to yourself. And I'm sure, I assure you, my friends, it is going to take you a long way. Others' opinions will not affect me today. I am not going to take it inside me. It is my choice, and I am going to make the right choice. So start telling this to yourself, friends, and look at the magic it is going to create for you. It is going to do wonders. So come out of all these negative emotions, and you will look at a new you. You will look at yourself and you will feel, who is this person? I can find a new me in this. So understanding what are the things that will stop us, let's move on. How to get into the growth zone. See, we are all in this comfort zone, right? We feel very safe and we are all in control. Like whatever we are doing, we're happy with it. Let us stay there. No risks in life. Don't want to take any challenges. So you're very happy in your comfort zone. Slowly, what happens after years of being in comfort zone, you will start getting affected when people say you have been doing the same thing. Oh, even 10 years back you were doing the same thing, and now also you're doing the same thing. So you start getting affected when somebody tells you the reality, and you feel, oh my god, what happened to me? What have I done to myself? So your self esteem and self confidence starts going down. It will come down. And you also start finding excuses. Oh, I got a lot of opportunities. I got a promotion. I got an opportunity in another company. Maybe because you lack the language ability or you lack the fluency, you were not able to clear the interview, you could not get into the next job. But you start giving excuses to yourself. That timings in the new company, it was not at all convenient to me. That's why I couldn't go there. Because you are scared to admit, to be honest to yourself. So that is why I said, friends, be brutally honest to yourself, because you know what you are. And don't find excuses not to learn something new. Be honest to yourself. And when you are honest, you will slowly move on to your learning zone. What is that learning zone? You want to acquire your new skills. I think you're all in the zone now, and that is why you're all here, right? You want to acquire your new skills and you want to deal with challenges. You want to face the problems, and you do not want to be in your comfort zone anymore. I've been speaking in my native language. Let me continue doing so. No, you want to actually grow. You want to acquire new things. You want to learn new things, and you have slowly moved out of your comfort zone and you have come to the learning zone. Now, what is the next step? You have to grow from there, and growth has to happen every day, isn't it? You just can't go to gym one day and you say, I'm going to work out very rigorously today, and I will shed all my weight. Is that possible? That seems funny, isn't it? It's not possible to shed your weight in one day by going to gym. You have to do it every day. And that is where I tell you, if you are really interested in learning English, and make it a habit, and look towards the growth in your professional life or in your educational life, totally in everything, growth in your life in general, then again, you can contact me, you can WhatsApp me on 70191 Yeah, I'm going to handhold you and bring you to this growth zone where you will start learning new things, and you have a guide with you. I don't know why this share screen is going away in between. I want to stay on this. Okay, then you will start realizing your dreams. Yeah, and you find a purpose in your life. Friends, I'll tell you, you all have passion for learning English. Passion can stay only for a few hours, but when you find a purpose, yeah, what is the purpose of your life? You want to find new job opportunities, you want to go abroad, you want to get a promotion, you want to improve your communication skills. Yeah, as simple as that. So when you have a purpose in life, then growth happens automatically. You will come into that growth zone and you will start living your dreams. And tell me something, if you do not invest your time and money to it, see, when you want to learn something, you can't start saving. And when you start saving money, you will have to compromise on your dreams. See, invest on books. Invest on some courses where you can learn something. What will you do with all the saved money in your bank? Anyways, you're not achieving your dreams. So you have to invest some amount of money and time towards your growth. Buy a book every month and read it. Don't think twice about investing on what you want to learn. Okay, go in the right direction. Only when you invest your time and money, you will start growing, and no pain, no gain, right? If you do not invest some money, if you do not invest some time, you will not gain anything out of it. All right, and then you have conquered your goals, you have conquered your objectives, whatever you have set. So I want all of you to move into this growth zone where you get back your confidence. And when you start speaking English fluently, automatically people will look up to you and they will admire your personality. I'm sure each one of you can reach that, of course, with a little bit of help from a mentor or guide or from books or from any such sources in the right direction. Okay, now, how can you set your goals? Yeah, you have to, it can be defined as smart goal setting, where it has to be specific. In 1 month's time, I want to start speaking English. Probably after that, the next month, I also want to learn grammar and start writing English in a perfect way, in a perfect grammatical way. Okay, your goals have to be specific. What is it that you want to achieve in this month? Yeah, or it can be as specific as 1 day in a week I'm going to speak in English, just as I told you before. So set those goals specifically, and it has to be measurable, my friends. What is it that you have really achieved after 1 month? You have to measure it. Before 1 month, how were you? Record your own conversation. After 1 month, how are you now? After you have started working in that direction, what is it that you have achieved? So record your conversation after 1 month so that it is measurable. Then only you will understand how far you have achieved, how far you have traveled in the path of success. And also make sure it is attainable. You can't tell to yourself that, yes, I'm very super excited, I am going to, set a goal that in 1 month I'm going to find a new job and start speaking English like anybody. For example, I'm going to start giving sessions like Shilpa ma'am. 1 month I'm going to achieve it. Try to set your goal which is attainable according to your levels. Okay, day by day, bit by bit, you have to take it forward. Okay, so that you do not quit in the process. In between, if you set very high goals, you feel frustrated and you quit in between. So don't do that. Set attainable goals, and it has to be relevant, right? If it is in English, then it has to be all your actions, whatever you do, it has to be relevant to learning English. As I said, you can buy a lot of books, you can attend courses and learn English. You can start speaking in English with people who are already very good in that language. So it has to be relevant and timely. Within that time frame, you can't say, okay, in another 10 years I'm going to achieve whatever I have planned. No, it has to be in a time frame. Maybe in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months maximum, 3 to 4 months or 6 months at the most, I'm going to attain this. So you have to fix that goal, and any help regarding this goal setting and regarding achieving your goals, I'm here to handhold you. Again, I'll repeat my number. It's 70191 64449, 70191 I'm going to help you achieve those goals. And yes, with all the hand holding and support and your mindset, these 3 P's are very essential. The first one is practice. Practice, practice, practice every day. As I told you in my other session, the only difference between a winner and a loser is a loser knows everything, but he doesn't put it into action. He doesn't practice. And the winner puts it into action, whatever he knows. So practice every day, speaking in English in various ways. Just like I told you, start writing, start conversing, start standing in front of the mirror and converse. So when you do and maintain a notebook where you, write new words and start using it, also. So when you practice all these things, yes, it is the first step towards success. Along with it, you need patience. If you do not have that wonderful P, we have to practice being patient. It doesn't come easily, my friends. So many times we lose patience over silly things. Oh my God, I just wanted to achieve it and I'm not able to do it. Every time I'm failing, you get frustrated, you lose your patience. And in order to practice patience, you lose patience every time, isn't it? So practice, practice, practice. Be calm. When you're calm, you're strong. So keep telling those positive affirmations to you. You have to be patient. You have to be patient. And you will be a better person than yesterday. And finally, it is perseverance. You have to keep pursuing it. You can't leave it midway. Something comes in between, so many hurdles, so many obstacles. You just can't leave it. You have to do it every day, consistently. So that is called perseverance. Yeah. Of course, with all this, our prayers towards success, right? He is the one, the Almighty, which will help us. Yeah, giving us the right opportunity. We might call that as luck. If you're lucky, you can get successful. It's not so. When you're prepared, when the right opportunity comes, that is called luck. So combine your preparedness for every opportunity that is going to come to you with perseverance, with patience, and with practice. I'm going to see how you're not going to get lucky. Each one of us can get lucky if we practice all this. And of course, we have our prayers with us. All right. Thank you very much. And this is what I wanted to tell all of you. And yes, so some of the tips, yes, start reading the newspaper every day loudly. Okay, close your room and start reading loudly so that you hear to your own voice all the pronunciations you make, all the intonations, the voice, how, when it is going to raise, when it is going to come down, all those intonations, you can listen to yourself. So start reading loudly the newspaper, start making a note of all the words, start using it in your language, and start the conversation in English with others. You need not speak the entire sentence in English, but put a lot of words, yeah, in English. And also, when you are writing, just make sure you start writing small paragraphs about small topics about yourself. Yeah, when you write, think what all can I write. So when you think, your thoughts get better when you actually put it on paper. Okay, and then next time you can improvise on that. So do all these tips. And one more useful thing is you can watch a lot of these cartoons, yeah, children's stories or children's cartoons. It's very simple so that children can understand. So start with it. It will make your English learning very easy and simple. And children's books, all these stories or encyclopedias and Wikipedias, you can start reading all that so that it is easy and simple. So with all these tips, let me tell you, if anybody of you want to achieve and want to come into that growth zone and want to really learn English, you can WhatsApp me on 7019164449. My courses are starting very soon. Registrations are open. Whoever wants to join my class can join. You can WhatsApp me on this, or also mail me at shilpa1.srinivas@gmail.com. It's SHILPA numerical 1.Srinivas, SRINIVAS, Srinivas@gmail.com, and you can enroll into my course. Now I leave the session open to questions. Any of you want to ask me anything? Yes, you can. Thank you all very much.
Yes, Srinivas, you can ask the question.
Happy evening, madam.
Happy evening, sir.
Madam, we are very interested to speak, but whenever we use long sentences, then we are confused, madam, how to use.
Okay.
Small sentences easily we are speaking, but whenever we use long sentences,
Mm-hmm.
then we are confused, madam, how to you speak in English.
Okay. The best way is you have the answer in your question, sir. Srinivas, sir. Don't use long sentences. They are always complicated. Don't complicate things. Make it simple. Break it into small sentences and speak. Nobody is going to question you. Why are you not using long sentences? You have to use. Nobody is going to ask you, right? So break it into short sentences and speak. It becomes easy for you and you will get that confidence. Okay, now I can speak two short sentences at one stretch. So next time I can combine these two short sentences and speak together, right? You want to ask, for example, how are you? Are you feeling better today? Yeah, maybe you want to ask somebody, how are you? Are you feeling better today? And you want to combine everything in one sentence. How are you feeling better today than tomorrow? Don't get confused. You just ask, how are you? Better today? Yeah, don't make full sentence. It's okay as long as the other person can understand. Just make sure you have those words where they can comprehend what you're trying to tell them. Better today? How are you feeling? Yeah, slowly start with structured, simple sentences. And then you can combine and make a long sentence. Okay? Don't start speaking in complicated long sentence so that, it will scare you much more. Don't scare yourself. Yeah, hope I've answered your question.
Next question from by Hemalata Garu.
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening to all.
Good.
I just have a small doubt. Whenever I speak to someone or if I am giving speeches, that time I am forgetting to catch some good words to speak and all.
Yes, that's an excellent question, ma'am. It happens to everybody. Do you think it doesn't happen to me? It happens to me as well. Okay. But the only thing which can help you to come out of that fear is practice. Whatever you want to speak, yeah, if you want to speak in front of the audience, you have to practice your speech. Stand in front of the mirror, practice that speech. And don't just practice, write it down. Yeah, point by point, just the major pointers. Take a sheet of paper, write those points, look at that, practice. Look at that, practice. Third time, without looking at it, you can speak. And the fourth time, when you are actually speaking to the audience, it comes automatically. All those words. Whenever you read newspaper, underline those words which will beautify your speech. Yeah, I would like to call it as these uh, heavy jargons. Yeah, which will really improve your language. Underline those words and see where you can use it in your speech. Practice that, write it down, practice, and then go for the actual audience. You cannot mentally plan everything and directly go and speak in front of the audience. That doesn't work out. Okay, so practice and practice. That is the only mantra.
Yes, and there is a last question by Siri Shankar.
Yes, sir.
Sir, you can unmute and ask the question. Siri Shankar. No, he's not responding. Um,
Sir, good evening, madam.
Good evening, sir.
Ma'am, how could I develop accent and phonetics, madam?
Accent and phonetics. See,
Madam.
first of all, let us develop a neutral accent, sir. We do not want any accent like foreigners, British accent or American accent or Australian accent. Let us have a neutral accent and also not have any, native language influence on our English while we speak. We've heard so many people speaking in English, but it will sound exactly as if they're speaking in their native language, right? So let us come out of that native language influence on English and let us have a neutral accent. That again, you will have to practice and practice and practice. It doesn't come easily. Phonetics, yes, sir. There are a lot of apps where you can download and learn phonetics. And if you want specific phonetics session, you can attend my classes. I have courses on phonetics. So I will take you through step by step what is the exact sound of the alphabet. And based on that sound, you can do your pronunciations. And once when you understand the phonetics, English language becomes very easy. Yeah, you can start speaking in a very easy way. You don't get confused. Yeah, because that is the basis of any language. The way you learn Telugu, the way you learn Kannada, phonetics is the basis for English language. And when you learn that, it gets easy. You can also download apps for phonetics. You can join my course. You can practice, wherein you can develop a neutral accent. And when you learn phonetics, learning the language becomes very simple and easy, sir.
Yes, thank you, madam. Over to Ranadhi Chari.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.